Do you want to understand what pro DJs are thinking and doing when they're performing techniques just like this one in this example?
Once again, will the renegade master. Once again, will the renegade master. Renegade master. Once again, will the renegade master. Master. Once again, will the renegade master.
In this tutorial, I'm going to break down exactly what was going on there and hopefully make it clear for any beginner DJs out there who want to learn those extra skills. In our courses, we teach everything from beginner to advanced skills. So it's like building blocks. You learn all the individual separate components to the skills and then start combining them together. So let's have a look at what's involved in this particular transition. The first technique in this mix is all about timing and phrasing. We've got to get two tracks playing at the same time and also in the same phrase. So what I've done is I've set up some hot cues. The hot cues are set at the start of a phrase, which is like the start of a new sentence in the music. If we listen to the left-hand side, it's in the start of this build-up with the big piano-y sounds. You'll notice the start of a phrase because if we listen before, it builds up and then crashes on that change. So I've set a hot cue there, and then on the opposite side, a similar point at the start of the build-up. Listen just before. We get that rise and crash. Now, if I play both of these tracks at the same time, they'll build up together. Now, it's natural that we might not press play at exactly the right time when we're mixing, so we need to correct the timing during the mix. This is usually done in the headphones before bringing the track in. Now if we listen, track on the right hand side is building up where it's going to drop in. We get this nice energetic build up going on. 4, 3, 2, 1 and kill. And we can kill that fader on the left hand side, ready to let the track just drop in. As you go beyond basic mixing as a beginner DJ, you'll want to start thinking about effects and the way that you mix tracks in. So the next technique applied in this performance was cutting in just an element of the track. Rather than fading it in as we start out, we're going to cut just an element. And to make that sound even better, we're going to apply some effects. In particular, this time, the reverb. So we put reverb on channel 2, not too loud at 50%, and then we get this kind of effect. We'll also need to practice balancing the EQs, and we can even apply the filter to create an even more unique effect. This just allows for a new way to introduce the track. Have a listen. Three, 2, 1, let's go. Let's leave the song in and turn the reverb off. And now we're back at that same position where the tracks are going to swap over, but remember we've got the EQs going on now. Let's swap them over, and we're back to that point. So again, building blocks, we're leveling up each time by adding a new skill to the same transition. Another common technique used by pro DJs is looping, and in particular we can tighten the loops as they're active to create an even bigger build up when two tracks are playing together. So let's have a listen to how that sounds. So imagine we've done the previous technique before and we've hi-hat the track in by cutting it in and out, just using the hi-hat. And then we can set a loop on the last 4 beats of this phrase. It holds it there, but then rather than just leaving it at that point, we can tighten the loop. And it creates this build-up. before killing the fader again. So this is where we can start combining techniques. Last time we used the cutting to introduce the track. This time we're using loop tighten to eliminate the track out of the mix. And you can combine both of them together, which is what was done in the performance. If you have access to 3 or even 4 decks, or a 3 or 4 channel controller, then you can level it up even further. A lot of pro DJs will have extra CDJs or extra decks to help add things like acapellas in or samples. Now in this performance we've got on channel 3 the Renegade Master Acapella. Have a listen.
Back once again for the Renegade Master.
An acapella is just a vocal by itself with nothing underneath, and that's why it's great to use 3rd or 4th decks, is because acapellas could be sandwiched in between 2 normal tracks because there's no beat or low end or music underneath. It's just a vocal, so as long as you've got instrumentals running you can layer that vocal over the top. All of these tracks also mix in key as well, which is something we explain in much further detail in our courses. With the Renegade Master Acapella, if you have 3 or 4 decks, you could add that acapella in amongst everything else that's going on. Now don't worry if you only have 2 channels, you can still apply acapellas over the top of your tracks and your transitions. So if you did only have 2 channels, you would mix the 2 tracks using all the techniques. When the next track's dropped, load the acapella in, get ready, and off you go over the main section of the drop. In the performance, because we've got 3 channels, I'm using the acapella to introduce the vocal during the build-up when both tracks are playing at the same time as well, before chopping it up. So let's have a listen to how that would sound. In this example, I'm just going to let the acapella play so you can hear it play over the drop between the 3 channels. So we've got both tracks playing here. We could do the looping technique as before, but we want to be able to switch over to channel 3. Make sure you tighten the loop before you switch over the channels. I'd switch the channels now and get ready. Play over. And there we are, dropping the acapella straight after that mix is finished over the new track. Now you have a great opportunity if you have added an acapella to your transitions, because acapellas are isolated with no beats underneath. You can chop them up and almost remix that song over the top of your performance. So here we have the Renegade Master Acapella, and I've set up some hot cues on different words. So we've got the first word,
Back once again.
which is back once again.
Back once again.
And then we've got one on Renegade.
Renegade
And then I've got one on Master.
Master, master, master.
And then I've got one on Power to the People.
Power to the people.
And then these 2 at the bottom are actually saved loops. So all it is Master.
Master, default
Loops
damage.
over.
Mass, 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 mass.
So now I've got those cue points, I can practice playing around with them, and I could just have a track playing on the opposite side.
Back once again for the Renegade Master. Renegade Master. Renegade Master. Renegade Master. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Power to the power to the power to the people. Back mass, 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 mass.
Now, one thing to be aware of is the Renegade Master Acapella. This back at the start comes just before the beat. So we've got to be really proactive on the hot cue to get it in time. This is something we teach in much more detail in our courses, but just be aware of that. Master's a good one to really play with because that lands on the strong beat.
Renegade Master. Renegade Master. Renegade Master.
Those 2 are really good. So now let's have a listen to how that would work over the actual track now that we've got our hot cues set. I'll skip to the drop.
Back once again for the Renegade Master. Master, master, Renegade Master. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Mass, 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 master. Back once again for the Renegade Master. Mass, 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 mass.
And then all we did at the end of that performance was use the up fader to again isolate and chop in this loop. So we've got a nice tight loop. Adding the effects to it, again the reverb. This time, however, it's much more of a rhythm to it. Instead of just cutting in and out one of the drum sounds, we've got a nice extended tone of the loop, which we can get really creative with and create a pattern. So you just make a pattern in your head, like dent, dent, da da dent, dent, da dent, da dent, and just repeat that. So as you can see from how I've just broken that down, there are lots of individual elements to learn and practice, but when combined together, this is how you start to sound and look and perform like a pro DJ does. In our courses, we have beginner to advanced courses. We break down these techniques and many, many more, so you can vary up your sets, add some creativity, and really take control of your equipment and your music. We teach in a similar way to this tutorial with building blocks, so you'll learn one technique, another technique, start to combine them together and build it up from there. If you're a total beginner DJ, get started with the beginner course. If you already know how to mix track for track, blending intros to outros, then move to the intermediate or advanced. Thanks for watching. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and if you want to go rewatch that performance, just head back to the start of the video and enjoy it again. Thanks again. I'll see you soon.